Hello, my crafty friends. It's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Today, we are making a super simple card, but we were going to zhuzh it up a little bit with some heat embossing. So a few weeks ago, I saw a video by a fellow Manitoba demonstrator who is absolutely sweet, and I am so grateful to have her into my life. She said something on her video that really stuck in my head, and that was trust the paper. She was working with a different designer series paper pack than I am today, but it holds true for any of them. There are some days that, you know, some sides of the paper speak to you more so than others, and I absolutely love this Waves of the Ocean designer series, matches my nails, designer series paper pack. I actually ordered another package of it today because it is limited edition and I do love it so much. And I don't want to cover it up. So we are absolutely going to let it stand on its own. I'm umming an awful lot today. We're going to be using Create with Friends. And the stamp that I have chosen is amazing. So it's a really simple message with a really simple image. And you can create whatever you want for the inside of your card. So I'm going to move our base off to the side. I have an Embossing Buddy. Stampin' Up! No longer sells them, but you can get them in other places. Or you can even make your own with even just a baby sock with some cornstarch or baby powder inside of it. It's just something to protect your card from oils on your fingers. Because where there's oil or any sort of moisture, it will stick. Now, normally I would use Versamark for my stamping, but today I've got Garden Green on my desk, so that's what I'm going to be using. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be covered up by the embossing powder. So we've got our stamps, our stamp inked up. I didn't stick it very well on our, there we go. Let's see. I think I'm just going to do it right here. More on the blue than on the lighter. Now you do have a little bit of time to work with the water-based inks. They don't dry immediately like a StazOn would, or even sometimes Memento dries really, really quickly. I keep a spoon in if I'm doing a small area that I just need to sprinkle, but you can also do this. Just kind of like a swoop it in, swoop it out, tap off the excess, and I like to hold it up to the light just to make sure that nothing is showing. And if there is embossing powder where you don't want it, you can always get a stamp or a water painter or a paintbrush or something and just kind of move it around. Now, I've got a hook on the side of my desk that holds my heat gun, and we're just going to move it, I don't know, I'm about 3 inches away from the paper. And you can see I still love watching embossing powder melt. It's seriously one of my favorite things about crafting. You add a little bit of heat and magic happens right before your eyes. Actually, the bundle class for April. We're doing heat embossing, and there still is a little bit of time to register for that one if you'd like. Just click below for my social links and it'll take you right to my calendar. So we've got our embossing done. I'm going to add, now when I do heat embossing, because it does waffle the paper just a tiny little bit, I do tend to put a little bit more adhesive than I normally would, just because I don't want it buckling or lifting. And the background that I've decided for this one is Balmy Blue. So that's our card base for this one. And that's it. That is all we are doing. The paper, the stamp, and we're going to add a little bit of pearl. These are the Pearl Basic Jewels. And I'm just going to add, I think, whoops, 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Our card is done. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Every single time a new card goes live, you will be notified. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you soon.